why is he there? You always ask the question, why is Martinez scoring in the last game? Why is Romero there? Because, do you know something? They don't give in, and they fight, and they fight, and
putting centre-halves, when you're 2-0 down with 11 minutes to go, putting a centre-half up front's not unusual, is it?
No, of course it's not. But it's his movement. It's obviously brilliant delivery. His movement's like a striker. He just peels off the back of the defender. Yeah, poor defending. They're trying to hold a high line. His movement and his timing, it's like a top-class striker. Yeah. Absolutely fantastic. We go back to that desire to try and get back in the game. The goalkeeper's got to do better here. The goalkeeper's got to do better here. I know it's close to him, but once they got this goal, you're feeling one of the biggest words of sport, momentum.
Yes.
And the momentum changed in the stadium with the players, with the Argentina players, and obviously with the Egyptian players. They now look, we're up against it.
Is there a sense of dread? You've been in that situation. Do you think, oh no, we know what's coming?
If you're losing 2-0 and you get one back and you're a top team with great experience, honestly, you feel like the walls are going to cave in for the opposition. You can smell it, the anxiety in the crowd, your own crowd are with you. And Joe, as soon as Argentina got one, you just knew it was inevitable.
And it's. I want you three to talk us through the technique here of Messi. Ian, start with you. The Messi technique.
Well, the only thing, once it's come to him, he's not rushing anything. He's making sure his knee's over that. People will say, yeah, well, look how close he is. But no, there's a man coming towards him. He's got to make sure he gets a good strike on it. And he's not slashed at it. Look at it. You watch it here better. Look at him. Look, clean.
Brilliant.
That is what I'm saying. People just say, yeah, of course he's going to eat like that. But that's a technique.
That's that body shape as well to get over it as much as possible.
To make sure you keep it low, because the goal, like Roy was saying, the keeper maybe could have done better. But the fact is that he's made the keeper make a save. He's put it on.
But even the way he walked onto it, he didn't get too giddy when he came back. Obviously, it was a lovely touch back to him. All these little details, his feet and the technique, and you're thinking, whatever's these great players, I'm going to hit the target. Yeah, keeper gets a hand to it. But again, the momentum was all about Argentina.
That little nudge back to him means he's got to get that pattern right, hasn't he? It'd be very easy to be out of kilter.
But that's what they do constantly. They don't get ahead of it. He's not stretching for it. It's the little details. It's the timing. It's the football intelligence. The guy's a genius. He's like a professor of the game.
Can they win the World Cup again?
I said they couldn't last time. Do you know something, Mark? Look, when you watch them against Cape Verde, you watch them against Egypt, and they're not the two best teams in the competition, you think there is no way that this team can continue to go on riding their luck the way in which they are and coming back the way in which they are.
That's not luck, though, Gary. That's not luck. That's not luck.
No, but they are riding their luck. But
it's not luck.
To score 3 goals.
If you give away 2 goals, in games, in knockout games, you're riding your luck because you have to score 3 every time.
England conceded 2 the other night, but if you scored 3 goals a game,
but this team have got a spirit that is very difficult to beat, and they don't give in. So that is something you've got to contend with. But I can't believe they're going to get through every game like this. They're not playing well enough. But there's a but.
Yeah, but Gal, if they do go to that, do you?
What do you think they can win it?
Yeah, I do. And the reason why I do is because I'm afraid of them. I'm afraid of them because when they go up, they're not beaten. You've got to.
I think they could get through that half of the draw.
Of course they can.
Definitely.
I think they definitely get through that half of the draw.
The best team don't always win the world. You don't have to be the best. But if you've got Messi, you've got fight and desire, gives you a hell of a chance.
If France don't win it, they will have let themselves down badly against an Argentina in the final. If Argentina were to get there.
Technically, yeah, France are a better team. And they've got a bit more options going forward. But that hunger and fight, wow, fantastic.
To disallow a goal on the edge of the box. If you're going to pull that back, then you have to say this one with Mo Salah.
This one here, yeah.
You know, he's been caught. You know, whatever we say, it might be minimal, whatever. He's been caught. You know, they go up the other end. And can I just say, with this header, when you look at the distance this ball's coming in from and the amount of time he's got for him to, and I was talking about the other goals and heading it back where it's coming from. This is textbook. Yeah. That's magnificent. That is that.
The only thing I'd say with this one, when he does catch, why does his legs give away? You know,
like here, right? Look, Roy, right? We're talking right that there, right? Okay. Now we have to see obviously the Lisandro Martinez one as well in a minute, but like they've given one for that. They've
this is the Pandora's box we've opened.
Yeah,
absolutely a Pandora's box.
On the goal though, we talk about Messi a lot. Enzo Fernandez is a hell of a football player. I think in England we can't quite work him out because he's a little bit unconventional. At times he frustrates. So I tell you what, he has a hell of an influence on this team, and that is a special header.
Classic, great header.
And it's great delivery. And again, that desire to go and win the game. Yeah. You know, you're still thinking there's going to be extra time. You can have all the talent in the world, but that fight and desire that we've seen from Argentina, fantastic.
That's the thing with them. Like I said to Roy, I said, Roy, this is over now. What was we, 70-odd minutes?
Yeah, 79.
And he said, it's never. Roy said it's not over. But like the fact is that you're scared to play this team because you don't know when they're done.
Let's have a look at the disallowed goal.
Yes,
I think
let's
it's
do
really
that.
important. We've highlighted it, how we want to compare the fact that that goal was allowed with this one. And it's 1-0 at this stage, remember. Zico does go and make it 2-0. And look how far back it is. Christina explained it extremely well why VAR disallowed it, because Martinez was trodden on. It's not the shirt pull, it's trodden on. And she says this is essentially the same phase of the game.
Yes.
But I mean, any further back will be in the previous World Cup.
If we're going to start disallowing great goals and goals.
Argentina are through to the quarter-finals of the World Cup. They were 2-0 down against Egypt with 11 minutes remaining, but 3 incredible goals see Lionel Messi's side advance. Egypt are out. What a game, what a tournament this is turning out to be. Welcome into our ESPN FC studios. I'm Dan Thomas, Hercules Gomez, Shaka Hislop and Frank LeBeuf with us.
Whatever you want to call me.
I've called him a lot. I've called him a lot over the last couple of weeks, to be fair. How do we even start with this game? Argentina going in as favourites, of course. Egypt had never made it past this stage before in the history of the World Cup, but it would be Egypt who would take the lead. 15 minutes in, a great header from Ibrahim would make it 1-0. Argentina then turned up the pressure. They won a penalty in the 21st minute, but for the second time this tournament, Lionel Messi would miss a spot kick. Egypt's goalkeeper stood on his head in the first half, making some great saves, but then Egypt would make it 2-0. However, the goal would be chalked off for a foul that happened deep in the Argentina half. Fast forward, 10 minutes later, Egypt score once again. This one does count to make it 2-0. You look then that Argentina are going out, but they score 3. In the remaining 11 minutes of the tie, Romero, then Lionel Messi, of course, and then it's Enzo, who is the hero for Argentina as they go through. Colin Udo joins us. We'll be hearing Colin's views from an Egyptian point of view in a moment. But let's start off, Frank, with this game overall. Fair play to Argentina, because we had written them off.
Indeed. And that's the second time that they react like that, and they show strength, spirit, and beliefs. And that's exceptional. Well, I'm pretty sure you cannot find any Hollywood movie who can represent the kind of suspense we had again today. But that's exceptional. It's why we love football. I feel for the Egyptian population, the fans, and the players must be awful right now. But that's part of what we have known. All of us playing the soccer is sometimes everything goes for you, and sometimes you have a reverse of situation, and it's hard. But what a game! What a suspense, and what an ending! Yes, that was great. And Messi missed the penalty, but he scored an important goal today.
It was an incredible game for a neutral. Imagine having a horse in this race. Well, Kevin Egan knows it well. He joins us now with both sets of fans, but it's the Argentina fans, Kevin, who are most definitely now the most vocal.
Oh, Dan, welcome steps from Atlanta Stadium, as you can see. Who won the game today? This guy hopes that England actually goes through. Norway's a big problem for him. When Argentina comes back to Atlanta, it'll be a big problem for England. You better watch out. This is Dan Thomas hosting. He's from England. The 3 Lions will never come home. You will never have a chance again, because Argentina is going to win the 3rd, 4th. These guys are relieved here today. Big sense of relief here in downtown Atlanta, and they're having fun. I feel for Egypt. Came so close in this game, but man, the champions are enjoying this moment, Dan.
Yeah, most definitely so. And I imagine, Kevin, it's a party that's going to go long into the night now.
I certainly hope so. All we need is Stevie Nicol at the bar. We grab Messi from the stadium, bring him over too. Yeah, they're having fun. They're having fun here. But they hadn't really been tested like this in this World Cup. Cabo Verde obviously came close. But here today, this was a massive scare. It could have been 3-0 on another day had the result or the decision gone their way. But this is an incredible atmosphere.
Tell that man to shut up.
And they're walking toward to get their lager.
Gets tested. Yes, manager. Right, thank you very much. Oh, thank goodness we're not with them. Right. Okay. This is a performance, once again, which leaves us a lot of questions about Argentina, but ultimately, Shaka, they win.
Yeah, because they have Lionel Messi. And when you have that little guy, you almost are guaranteed a get-out-of-jail card, or so it seems. A lot of questions about Argentina. Otherwise, I will say, though, the better of the two teams won. Argentina were better than Egypt. The difference of this game not being over after 30 minutes, 45 minutes was the Argentinian goalkeeper, the Egyptian goalkeeper, Shabir, who, in a tournament of goalkeepers, I do not think I've seen a better first-half performance in this tournament. That was the difference between Egypt and Argentina. Then you get the breaks that you want. It's about how well you defend that, and to Egypt's credit, I thought they were simply outstanding, putting their bodies on the line, making blocks when they needed. But there was always that opportunity for that little blindside runner. And Argentina tried it all day long. Egypt were able to get in the way for most of them. But you just felt as this game went on, as tired legs started to take a toll, one or two of those balls would find their way through. In the end, it was just a deep searching cross that Romero got his head to that kind of broke Egyptian spirits. But from there on in, you kind of felt that Argentina had it in them to come back and at the least push it to extra time. In the end, they won it in the 90th.
As if Cristiano Ronaldo's last 24 hours couldn't get any worse.
What was this about Ronaldo?
Because, you know, he was sat in his Egyptian shirt.
And that's the crazy part here, Dan. You start off this game with Messi and a penalty kick, and he misses.
Yeah.
His second penalty kick missed in this World Cup, and you're thinking, wow, maybe this isn't going to go Argentina's way. And then you see that off a set piece, Egypt takes the lead. Lisandro Martinez gets caught. He gets beat goal side. It's a beautiful goal. And now Egypt is in control. In control in the way they want. They want to defend, and they want to try to pick Argentina apart on the counter. And then the second goal comes in. Beautiful by Mohamed Salah, you know, being strong on the moment. When Paredes wants to push him, he slips the ball in. It's a goal. It's 2-0. And then the goal gets called back. And I understand the moment the referee
But they
goes
still
to
got the
VAR.
second goal. They were still 2-0. They still good.
It's about momentum here. It's about momentum.
No, I disagree. I think at 2-0
you can disagree, but
you're 2-0 with 20 minutes to go.
It doesn't
I
matter.
understand.